everyone, welcome to today's video. Today's video is a charity shop haul, guys. I did mention it on my last video that I would be doing a charity shop haul, and yeah, whilst me and David was up in Northumberland, we called into Rothbury, and there's a charity shop there. It's a RSPCA charity shop, and I just always like to go in for a rummage, you know, because they seem to have like different things in that charity shop than we do down here, you know, in Sunderland. And yeah, I just thought whilst we were there we would have a look in, you know. We often do that, you know, if we go somewhere, like we'll always check out the charity shops. I just can't help myself. I mean, up until about I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I never used to go in charity shops, you know, very, very rare. I think I'd only been in them, like, again, if I'd been away. Yeah, I would only pop in them if, like, I was over at the caravan or something like that, because there was charity shops there. But back at home, I never ever looked in them. And you know, I wish they had, because you can get some really good bargains, you know, in them. And some of the charity shops do furniture as well. But anyway, I'm just going to get on and I'm going to show you where I bought at the charity shop. If you're new here and you're thinking, who's this babbling woman? I'm here 2-3 times a week on this channel, Silver Moonlight, and I upload all kinds of videos. So I hope that you'll check out my channel and have a look at my other videos. And if you do like the channel, you know, if you think it's something that suits you, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel and like my video, you know. It really does help me out, guys. So anyway, I'm going to jump in and show you where I bought. So I picked up this, and it's a jacket, and it's just like it reminds me of very much like a Barber jacket. It isn't Barber, guys, it's M&S, it's Marks and Spencer, but it's got like a corduroy collar in a brownish colour, and it's like a khaki green, quilted. I just think it's really, really nice for it. It's not a really thick jacket, but it's not a thin one. It's a kind of medium weight jacket, so it's great for sort of autumn time, you know. Probably could get away with it on like not too cold days, but that's it there. It does have pockets, and that's the back. Yeah, I just thought it was really, really nice, you know, and I thought it would do for when I walk the dogs, or just when I'm nipping out, you know, to the shops. I could just throw that on if I'm wearing just like trousers or leggings, you know. I can just like pop that on. So this, I paid £8 for it, and I didn't think that was too bad, because I think if I'd like bought it on Vinted or somewhere like that, it would probably be that price, you know, by the time like the buyer's thing was put on. So yeah, I'm really happy with that purchase. But definitely, you know, check the charity shops out for coats and things. You know, people get tired of things and they just pass them on, you know, at the charity shops, and sometimes they get too big for them or too small for them. My next item is this. I thought this was really cute, and it's something that Emma buys for Alice in Anywhere. And it's like a sleeping bag. Alice does sleep in these like quite well. She just must feel sort of comforted by them, you know. But it's got like lovely little animals on, the woodland animals, and it's in really good condition. Yeah, it's got a zip, so you just zip it open, you know, and pop the baby in. This one, it was £2. So that's not too bad, because these are about £15 or something to buy. So £2 wasn't too bad at all. So I'll wash that and I'll pass it on to Emma for Pippin. My next item is, oh, you might have heard I've got some pottery there. But you know where I'm like with pottery. Beautiful borders, guys. So I bought this. Now, my garden's hard landscaped, because I was never really a gardener, and we never had time, you know, to do the garden. what with work commitments and things like that, and family commitments. So I just hard landscaped it, and it's been hard landscaped for years. So what that means is the borders have got stones on them, and well, the entire gardens are stoned. You know, there is no grass, there is no, and I've got some trees planted, you know, and some like shrubbery, but apart from that, I haven't really got any plants, flowers or plants in the borders, because it's very hard for them to grow up with the stones. So I've got to use pots, you know. Pots are, there's advantages and disadvantages about using pots like for a border garden or for in your garden, because pots need watering, they need nutrients, you know, and they need yeah, just extra watering, you know. And but the advantages of pots are, if you move house, you can take your plants with you. You can also move plants around, so if one's not doing too well in a certain spot, you can move it to another spot. Yeah, so as I say, it's got its advantages and disadvantages. So my borders are going to be pots, you know. I'll put the colour in. So I've got, like, as I said, hard landscaping, what's planted in the ground, but for the colour, I'm going to put pots, you know. And I thought this would be good, you know, because it's a book on beautiful borders. And yeah, it just gives you sort of, like, for planning borders. There's different sections in it, you know, and it tells you like all the plants that flower in certain times of the year, what, you know, what they're like, which position in a garden, things like that. So if you're in a bit of a novice like me, you know, this book would be pretty useful, I'm guessing. I think I'll be referring to this quite a bit, because I do want to add more plants and colour to the garden this year. It's called Green Guides, Beautiful Borders. So that's it there, guys, in case you know you wanted to get a copy yourselves. Now the price on it, the recommended price is $9.99, but I'm guessing you can pick it up on Amazon, eBay, places like that. Or in my case, the charity shop. This was only £1 for this one. So I thought that was really good value for £1. All their books was £1 for the paperback, but the hardbacks was £2. Right, I got this as well, which is a pocket book of, what is it, the Pocket Garden Troubles Expert. So yes, this is just like a little reference to like plant problems, you know, diseases and disorders and things like that, and pests that can attack you, you know, your plants, and I think your crops as well. I'm hoping it covers crops, but like lawn troubles and how to deal with them, things like that. Again, if you're like me and you're not really being a gardener, but I find myself now really drawn to gardening and the outdoors. I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Somebody's came in and yes. Anyway, so that's the little book there, and it's just like this little pocket guide. You know, it's not going to take up much room. It's very, very slim, but it's got all of the information in there, you know, in case, because I know my trees in the past have had problems. You know, my plum tree had like curling leaves on it, and it was some kind of what was it, can't remember what it was called. It was like a little mite what was on them, and you just sprayed it with you just sprayed it with washing up liquid and like water, just like a bit washing up liquid, diluted in water, sprayed it on. I got rid of them all, you know. But that should be useful. That was only £1. I went on a right thing with the books, guys, because I picked up this as well, and it's backyard composting. You know, and we always buy our soil, I call it soil compost, you know, for your pots. And, you know, you can get it cheap in Home Bargains, sometimes Aldi. But it would be great to be able to make your own. And I have a lot of leaves in the garden, you know, off the trees when they shed it. And they usually go on the bin, you know, but if I can compost that and turn it into you know, compost, as well as other things, you know, I like twigs and stuff like that, and cuttings. I don't have grass, but my neighbour does. So, you know, I'm going to collect his grass and, you know, compost that down. But it would be great to just make my own compost. So it tells you everything in here for backyard composting, you know. So again, that was £1, originally $4.95, and that's it there, in case you wanted to look it up. I also got this one, and it's Here's Flowers for You. And that's a lovely book, and I got it because it's illustrated. It's beautiful. I love looking at things like this in the summer, well, especially in the summer. And now, because I want to remind myself that, you know, summer will come. Because in these, like, darker, bleak months, I think it affects everybody, you know. I don't think it doesn't affect me, guys, because it does. You know, it's just the dark days, isn't it? We don't have much sunlight. But on saying that, the nights are getting lighter now. You might not think it, but it is, because we've passed that winter solstice, you know. And I think it was about on, well, it used to fall on Christmas, didn't it? Like the 25th of December, but I think it falls just slightly before that now, the way the calendar's moved and things. And then the winter solstice ends, you know, and yeah, so the nights are getting lighter, guys. So summer, well, spring is just around the corner. Hang in there. If you haven't planted some bulbs already, please try and plant some, because when you see that new life popping up out of the ground, it just kind of gives you a, I don't know, well, it does for me, and please try it, you know, but it just gives you like a hope, you know, and like a buzz that, you know, summer's then again after spring. So anyway, that was a bit of a babble, wasn't it? Getting back to this book. It's, this is it here. I'll just come a bit closer so you can see it. It's got lovely illustrations in. That's the introduction. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? But it's got places as well. I don't have my my glasses on, but this is sorry, it's some kind of flower. It looks like a buddleia, but I'm not sure if it is. But this is Harlow Mill River Stewart, is that? In Essex. So it gives like a picture of the place here. And this must be the kind of flower that grows in this location. You know, but you've got, that looks like a foxglove. The place is Waltham Abbey. And that's from the Abbey Gardens. So these are in the Abbey Gardens there at Waltham. And it's just a really pretty book, you know, just looking through. That looks like cherry blossom or apple blossom. And it's great as well, you know, in the summer, well, not in the summer, sorry, in the spring, when the trees start to flower, you know, the fruit trees, then they all kind of flower together, but I've all got slightly different flowers, because some's lighter than the others. The apple tends to be more of a, like a blush pink blossom, whilst the other two, the pear tree, is white, and it just looks lovely. It doesn't last long, but it does look lovely, and I will try and capture it when they do flower, you know. And then you see the little buds growing, you know, the little end, are they called the buds? I don't know. The little buds start to grow, and you see them getting bigger and bigger and bigger into the fruit. It's just amazing. It really is amazing. And I don't know how I've not, well, it's not that I didn't notice this. The house I grew up in was a Victorian townhouse, and we didn't have a garden. You know, we had like a backyard, and we had like this postage stamp of a garden at the front, which was just ornamental, you know. So I never grew up with plants or gardening, so it never really got my attention. And then when I got my own home, you know, I ended up with these massive gardens, which I didn't know what to do with. So hence the hard landscaping. And I never had time, really never had the time for gardening. We did grass the back garden out here, you know, when the kids were little and they had the swings, you know. I bought them swings and little, I had like a little house, you know, like a Wendy house, like a wooden one, and they had like a slide and one of them, or was it like a seesaw thing? They had things like that in the back garden, and yeah, so it was all grass then. But when they grew up, and then when they got to an age where they weren't playing out there anymore, you know, that's when we had landscaped it, so we had an easier life basically. And so I really didn't see the beauty in nature, you know, until sort of later on. I recognised it, I guess, being all around, you know, and I loved escaping to the country, always loved that, but I never really appreciated, like, you know, the detail in flowers. You know, I'd just be like, there's daffodil. Now I look at the daffodil like in more detail, and there's this plant, right? I'm really babbling now, aren't I? I'll just tell you this bit. But there's this plant, and it's called a bleeding heart. And it's just, it does look like hearts. And when you open it, one of them up inside, it's so intricate inside. It's absolutely amazing. If you've got that plant, have a look inside, you'll know what I mean. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll just show you this book for the last time, and then we'll move on. So I've got this plant. It's a hydrangea. Lovely hydrangeas. You know, they give a big impact of colour. And well, the clue's in the name hydrangea. Just water them, that's all. Just water them, cut the dead heads off. You know, mine's still on at the minute, and when I see new life, I'll cut them dead heads off. But this is a beautiful book, you know, just to sit and relax with in your garden. Yeah, so it's free to Titford, and it's Here's Flowers for You. That was £2, guys. Okay, I picked up this, and I was unsure whether to get it or not, but it's a guide. It's not a guide. What is it? It's a journal, and it's for what you've planted, you know. And I thought this would be useful actually, so I can plot where I've planted in the garden, because quite often it's happened with my pear tree, my apple tree, sorry. So I bought it and it had a tag attached to it. But over the years, the tag's been ripped off by the wind. So I don't know what species of apple tree it is. There's lots of people ask me, you know, when I've gave the apples away, and they've said, what's the tree? I'd like to get one. And I can't tell them what it is because there's no label. But if I'd marked it down in the book, you know, I could have helped people and said, oh, it's this one. But I want to, like, as I say, when you put the tags in the plants, sometimes you lose them. The sun just, like, you know, makes them brittle, and then they're gone, and then you can't remember what it is. I know there's an app that you can use on your phone to, like, try and find the plant, so that's useful. But, you know, I think this is going to be good. Not just that, but there's a plain page here, so you can plot it where it is in your garden, so you know exactly where it is. So that's brilliant. This was only £1, and it is quite pretty. So, you know, David was looking at me saying, really? Really? And I was like, it's only £1. It's only £1. And yeah, I love books, guys. I really love books. I always have. This is my last book, I promise. And it's this one. And it's like a music book, and it's for the piano. Now I'm in two minds what to do with this, because I did buy a keyboard. I did have a Bon Tempi organ when I was a kid, and I did used to play it. And I could play a sort of Christmas songs, Christmas carols, I guess. And you know, I never played one for years. But then I thought I'd really like a piano. But when we've been at auction houses in the past, we've seen pianos go for like £5 and £1, you know. And David's looked and went, no, we haven't got the room, Elaine. We haven't got the room. And he's right, we haven't got the room. But then I thought, well, we have got the room for a keyboard, you know, like so I bought myself a keyboard. And yeah, I'm going to learn piano. So it's, I mean, I don't know if it's a lot different from organ. I do know what the keys are now. I have learnt the keys on the piano. You know, the one I've got has got the keys labelled, you know. But I'm going to tear the stickers off because I don't want them labelled. I need to know where they are without the labels, if you know what I mean. Because that's how I learned to play the organ, you know, because they were numbered. And I think you learn, for me, I need to learn without any aids like that. Everybody learns differently, you know, but that's the way I will learn. So again, reading this kind of music as well. I think I might need some piano lessons, but it's something I'd like to do, you know. But this is a music book. Now initially I did pick it up for scrapbooking, so you can scrapbook with these, and they're quite nice to do Christmas decorations with. So guys, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to keep it for the piano. In all honesty, I don't know any of the songs, and I'd rather learn songs that I know, and then I know that I'm playing them right. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably use this for scrapbooking, in all fairness, because it does give like a oldie worldy vibe. And this was only £1. So I know yous know that we've had the task of clearing out David's dad's house, and we've taken things to charity shops, and we've also taken things to if you're in Sunderland, because we found that a few charity shops were wouldn't take anything in. You know, they couldn't take anything in. So it was my lovely subscriber, you know, the one who gave me the ornament in the last video, it was her who suggested going to the tip shop, you know, and donating there. And you know what they did? So they took it in, you know. So if you've got anything to donate and the charity shops won't take them in, but you really don't want to throw it away, take it to the tip shop, guys, because they do take them in. So we're pleased, like, you know, they're going to go to, you know, for some use, you know, rather than them going to landfill. So anyway, whilst I was there, I spotted that. I spotted a couple of other things as well, guys. So I'm going to share them with you. I couldn't help myself but have a look around whilst I was in there. Oh, actually, I got this up in Northumbria at Rothbury. Forgot to show you this. It's heavy. It's a cast iron duck. Now this can be used as a doorstop, or I might use it outside as an ornament. I don't know. But it was £4, guys. And I'm not going to do anything to it because I love it the way it is. You could even just use it as a kitchen ornament. Isn't it lovely? So £4 for that. In the tip shop, I know a Penny. She's in Wales. She's called Bee and Penny Bee. She's here on YouTube. I'll put her channel near me, and I'll link her channel down below. But she does charity shop hauls, and she goes to the tip shop because Wales, like Cardiff's got a tip shop. So I'm pleased to see we've got one now. There's also another YouTuber. She's called Andria, and she lives up here in the northeast. And she's got a YouTube channel. I'll pop her channel on here as well, and I'll link her channel down below. And she's called Love from Rose Cottage, and she does upcycling. She does shabby chic. Check out her channel. She does vlogs as well. She has got she is battling with some ill health, but she journals her journey, so she's very relatable. You know, you will relate to her. She's lovely, guys. Check her out. Check Penny out as well, please. I'll link both of their channels. But Andrea does charity shop hauls. She does lots of charity shop hauls, and I know you like both of the channels, so please pop over, say hello, and tell them that I sent you. Right, next item, I picked up this, and it's a little dish, and it was only £1. It's like a cabbage leaf, isn't it? I just thought that was so cute for an outdoor dish. The maker is All Fair. That's it, that. I hope you can see that. But it was £1, and I picked up the other one as well. There was 2 there for £1. I just thought they were lovely little dishes to put like little nibbles on. You know, a little nuts, or yeah, nuts basically. Okay, my next item is when I've got 2 more items, and the big items. so I shall show you those. Right guys, my next item was 2 baby gates, and these are the Linden ones. Now I had these, you know, for my kids, so definitely my son, I can't remember for the girls, but yeah, we picked 2 of these up, one for Emma's house and one for this house. These were only £5 guys, so I thought that was brilliant. You know, if you're looking for any sort of equipment, you know, if you've got any grandkids and you're looking for equipment, you know, cheap for your house, for when your grandchild's like at yours, I would definitely say check out the charity shops, check out the tips, and also Facebook Marketplace, because there's some great deals on there. But £5, that was a bargain. Right guys, this is my next item, and it's an easel, and it's like in this lovely cream colour. That's it there. Now, we were looking for an easel when Alice, you know, when we had Alice's baptism, you know, to put like the, you know, the welcome to Alice's baptism on the here, but they were so expensive. Like to hire, they wanted like £50 to £70, and we just thought, no, you know, we're not going to hire one. I looked to buy one, and again, they were still quite expensive. And you know, it's like something that'll come in handy, I think, for when we have celebrations, because Alice, you know, we're going to have many celebrations for Alice throughout our life, you know. So I thought I'd pick this up. It was in a charity shop, and it was how much is that? £7.50 guys, I paid for it. I mean, that's a bargain. It is metal. I'll not say that it's heavy duty, but it's strong enough, you know, for what we want it for, because it'll only hold it like a canvas, you know, something like that. You could actually display a picture on it, you know, if you didn't want it for that and you just wanted to display a picture. So that's really quite nice. And you know what, it folds back to almost nothing. You know, it's really, really quite slim, so it'll just slot in, you know, in some space in the garage until it's needed. So I thought we would get like some use out of that, you know, for like different parties and occasions and things. And if any friends or family want to borrow it, you know, they can do for their like special occasions. So guys, that's the end of my haul. That was my last item. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video. I know it's been a bit chatty, but I think you like the chatty videos. You know, I've had like lots of feedback from you all, and you know, I asked you in the last video like what it is you like on the channel, like what kind of videos, and you all pretty much said, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, Elaine. You know, you've got like various content and we like it all. So thank you for that feedback, guys. And also I asked you all where you lived as well, you know, where you were in the world. So predominantly I've got a UK audience, but my little channel has like reached abroad as well. You know, I've got people watching me like you guys in the USA, in New Zealand, in Australia. You know, I've got you watching from Spain and Ireland, and yeah, just and all over the UK. As I say, Scotland, Wales, you know, it's London, and it's, yeah, it's quite like, I don't know, like, because I'm just a woman who sits in a conservatory and babbles. Yeah, it's really quite humbling, you know, that is, oh, that sun's blinding. I'm really sorry. I just lower the blind. Yeah, it's really quite humbling, guys, you know, that you want to come here and you want to watch me, spend time with me, you know. Thank you so much for that. You know, if any of you are sitting there thinking, I could do that, you could. You're absolutely right, you could. All you need is a phone. You know, I film on a camera, but all you need is your phone. If you've got like a smartphone these days, you can even edit on a smartphone, I believe. For me, I don't edit. I edit on like either a laptop or a computer, but you can edit on a phone, you know. So yeah, if you're thinking about setting up a channel, I would definitely encourage you to do so. I know a few people who I've met, you know, of my subscribers, and people who I've met like through YouTube, you know, have spoken to me about setting up a channel, and yes, I want you to do that. You know who you are, guys. And I'm waiting for your content. No pressure. I would encourage, you know, to start a YouTube channel. I'm just going to be totally honest, guys, but if you're thinking about setting up a YouTube channel, set it up as a hobby, guys, because if you set it up as anything else, you know, I think you might be disappointed. You know, if you're setting it up as sort of like for earning money, like earning potential, you'd be sadly disappointed, guys. So try and have it as a hobby, you know, and if you do make any money or anything from it, you know, it's a bonus, isn't it? But just, yeah, I would say have it as a hobby, you know, because you enjoy doing it. Yeah, I think we do like to look for new people to watch, you know, when we're exhausted. Like our usual people who we watch, you know. Oh, speaking about watching, I was going to mention that, yes. Oh, please excuse me, I've got a chest infection. Yes, things to watch. I watched a programme, two programmes. I don't usually watch TV, but me and David watched a programme together, and it was Mr. Bates versus the Post Office, and it's a true story. I do like watching, you know, fiction, non-fiction, and true stories over non-fiction, I think. I like documentaries, things like that. This is a true story, guys, of people's lives who was absolutely ruined, devastated, their reputations, everything, you know, just torn apart, their lives. I mean, some of them, you know, had breakdowns, some of them committed suicide, you know, because of all of the pressure, you know, that resulted from a failed computer system that the post office had installed. I do believe it's on Netflix. I'll try and link it if I can link down below. I will try and link that. I don't know if you can. But it was a really, really good watch. It's in 4 parts, you know, so you don't have to watch it all at once. It's not a movie or anything. But yeah, but do you know what? There was a good outcome at the end. I'm not going to say it. I mean, it's in the news. It's very controversial at the minute. But I'm not going to say it. It's a really good watch. It's a true story. So I would highly recommend that if you're looking for something to watch. Also, there was another series I watched, which was fiction. You know, it was really good. It was suspense, thriller, drama. And it was called, I can't remember the name. Fool Me Once. I think it was called Fool Me Once. I'll put it on the screen, guys. But again, was Netflix, and that was a really good watch as well. So I'll try and link it, or if not, you know, I've put the name on the screen here, so you know. But yeah, if you were just wanting to watch something, you know, I would recommend those 2. I'm looking for something else now to watch. But yeah, me and David have been spending some time together, you know, watching like a couple of series. As I say, them 2. Well, me and David's watched one together. I watched the other one alone. But I do occasionally watch a series, you know, that's on Netflix. But yeah, I think predominantly I would kind of watch YouTube videos sometimes, or although I am a YouTuber, I wouldn't say that I watch loads of YouTube, you know. Right, guys, I mean, there's Chatty and there's babbling, and I think I'm probably on the babbling side by now, so I'm going to leave you. I would like to wish you all a lovely evening, or if you're watching this the following day, have a lovely day, and take care, everyone. I shall see you all in the next video, which will be on Sunday. Oh, and guys, it'll be clothing, so it'll be my first clothing haul of the year, so I hope you join me for that, guys, and I'll hopefully see you then. So bye for now. Bye.